Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. My dear Lord Shambhu, who within this material world, but you can surpass my illusory energies. People are generally attached to sense enjoyment and conquered by its influence. Indeed, the influence of material nature is very difficult for them to surmount. Purport. Of these chief demigods, Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwara, all but Vishnu are under the influence of Maya. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, they are described as Mai, which means under Maya's influence. But even though Lord Shiva associates with Maya, he is not influenced. The living entities are affected by Maya, but although Lord Shiva apparently associates with Maya, he is not affected. In other words, all living entities within this material world, except for Lord Shiva, are swayed by Maya. Lord Shiva is therefore neither Vishnu Tattva nor Jiva Tattva. He is between the two. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Umiltam Nyena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasari Gaurabhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you all for coming to Srimad Bhagavatam class. Before I start, I'd like to seek your blessings. Today, I need your blessings more than ever. The reason is, I left my class note in my office, and I was locked out like yesterday. And then I went back again, but I couldn't find anyone who has a key. So, Panchakalpa Turibhascha, Kripa Sindhu Bhevascha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo, Namo Namah. Today we'll discuss about Tattva and also the significance of the appearance of Mohini Murti. Srimad Bhagavatam starts with 6 questions. First 3 verses is introduction by Vedavyas. The first verse, Jammadaso yatha anvayat idarastha altis abhigasvarat, which means it establishes Krishna's position, who Krishna is, how this material creation is evolved. This one verse contains everything. And then the second verse starts with Dharma Purishta Kaitabo. So, in order to understand Krishna, basically we have to go through Srimad Bhagavatam. And the third verse explains that if you understand Srimad Bhagavatam, then you get rasa, rashika. So this Srimad Bhagavatam is for rashika, one who knows, one who can relish the rasa. And then, Shaunaka Rishi, the head of all the sages, started to give a question to Sutta Goswami. So he summarized his question into 6 categories. First question is, anyone? First question is, Prayena alpa ayusha sabya, kalosmin yuge janaha, manda sumanda matayo, manda bhagya upadrutaha. People in Kali Yuga, first of all, alpa ayusha. And when you see the Mahabharata or Ramayana, what you call the episode, they say, when you seek blessings and we see elders pay obeisance, they say, Ayushman Baba, which means you may live long. But people in Kali Yuga, alpa ayusha, very short-lived. Not only very short-lived, manda sumanda matayo. Manda means they're very slow. They're very fast at mobile phone, they're fast at cars, but very slow at spiritual understanding. And the sumanda matayo, manda sumanda matayo. Then also they are easily misguided. The reason we get misguided is that we depend on our senses to observe our knowledge. Through our eyes, ears, we use 5 senses to observe knowledge. But actually, we are meant to observe this knowledge through the teachings of Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. And then, Manda Bhagya Upadruta. Manda Bhagya. People are unlucky, unfortunately. And Upadruta easily get disturbed. So sometimes people come to the kitchen to ask something. If I say no, their face changes. So in this way, we get easily disturbed. So then, these people, what is the hope of these people? That is questions. What people in Kali Yuga do, what they should do in this Kali Yuga. And the answer comes in second chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam in first canto. Savai pumsa paro dharma yato bhaktil asdok saje. Ahotaki apritayata yadatma suprasidati. No matter what dharma they are in, ultimately paro dharma, the supreme their dharma is surrender unto the Lord and then perform devotional service. So when they perform devotional service, ahutaki apritiyata. Ahutaki means causeless, without any motivation and without any intention. Unconditional, unintentional. Nothing but serving Krishna. And then apratiyata. And it should be uninterrupted. One day we are really fired up to do everything, but next day, I feel tired. I don't want to do anything. No, we have to continue. So if you continue like this, then yatma suprasidati. You'll get supreme happiness. You'll be fully satisfied within your heart. In this way, Sutta Goswami answers. But second question comes. What is second question? Why did Krishna appear in this material world? This is the second question. Why Krishna did appear? And the third question is that what kind of pastime he has performed after his appearance? And then fourth question is that yes, you perform pastimes in the material world, in this incarnation, but you have many incarnations. What kind of pastime you have performed in the previous incarnations? This is the fourth question. And fifth question is, with Krishna Balaram, together, what kind of pastime they have performed? Krishna Balaram together, what kind of pastime performed? And the last question is, after you leave, so you appear and disappear. And after you leave, where the Dharma should take a shelter? Where is the shelter of Dharma? So, Srimad Bhagavatam is nothing but answer to these questions. So now, let us understand the reason of appearance of Mohini Murti. So if we understand this appearance of Mohini Murti, we get supreme benefit. What is the benefit? Charma karma chame divyam evam nyo veti tattavata. Taktivadevam puna charma naeti mamati so Arjuna. So if you understand the appearance of Krishna and activity, pastimes or lila of Krishna, if you understand, or even if you hear, then evam nyo veti tattvata. Tattva means truth. In truth. Then, after leaving your body, taktva deham, purna jalma naiti. You'll never take birth again. Why? Naiti mameti, you will come to me. Mameti. So Arjuna, the Krishna promise. So, but people have a different taste. So that's why the various incarnations. Any incarnation, you take it to your heart, and then you relish it. Then that's enough to take you back home, back to Godhead. Prabhupada explains in that verse, Chamma karma chame divyam. He explains that very interestingly. Lord descends from his transcendental abode is already explained in 6th verse. So, chapter 4 and text 9 Prabhupada explained purport. I already explained why Krishna appeared in 6th verse. So anyone knows chapter 4 and text 6? Yes, go on. That's the 7th verse. That's the 7th verse. Yes. Yes, good. So it was the 6th verse. Although I am unborn, my transcendental body never deteriorates. And although I am the Lord of all living entity, I still appear every millennium in my original transcendental form. So, Prabhupada says that in this verse he explains why Krishna appears. One who can understand the truth of the appearance of personality of Godhead is already liberated from material bondage. Therefore, he returns to the kingdom of God immediately after quitting this present material body. So this is a benefit of understanding Krishna's appearance. As soon as you understand, then your kind of next destination is guaranteed. How nice it is. And then, in that 6th text, in the purport, Prabhupada said, Krishna's appearance in his original eternal form is his causeless mercy bestowed upon the living entities so that they can concentrate on the Supreme Lord as he is. So, the reason Krishna appears is nothing but mercy. How nice it is. So in this way, Prabhupada explains the importance of understanding. And on that, the same verse, Madhvacharya, in his Gita Bhasha, the divyam, jarma karma cha me divyam. What does divyam means? He explains. So, Prabhupada translates as transcendental, but Madhvacharya give a kind of expansion on that, the divyam. Divyam means birth and death, which beyond the jurisdiction of the law of this material nature. Beyond the law of birth and death, what we perceive. That's what divyam means. So, our birth is pretty much forced. We didn't have any choice. Yeah? I heard sometimes some women, when they are going through up with all the period, I wish I could have man's body. Oh, you men are so lucky. You don't need to go through these things. So, some people born as Indian or American, or some people born rich, some people born very beautiful, some people born as disabled. There are so many different types of birth. But this birth, we don't have any control over it. Because we don't have any control over birth, we don't have any control over death either. So divya means beyond this control. So Krishna has full control of his birth and death. And also Madhvacharya explains about his tattva. Tattva means in truth. And also Evam Bheti tattva means we have to understand Krishna through tattva. So we have Vishnu tattva and Shiva tattva and Shiva tattva. As purport Prabhupada saying, Lord Shiva is therefore neither Vishnu tattva nor Jiva tattva. He is between the two. So Madhvacharya is saying that this tattva means knowledge. What kind of knowledge? Knowledge which leads you to material liberation or material bondage. So, in general, our perception is knowledge means kind of you acquire certain information. So nowadays outside, you got a PhD or you are very learned, means you gathered so much of knowledge. But if this knowledge doesn't lead you to liberation from material bondage, actually it's not knowledge, it's ignorance. And also another point is, this knowledge, actually, Madhvacharya explains that this knowledge is saying that you don't have to know everything. Any knowledge, according to your eligibility, that small knowledge, if you assimilate, that's enough. But when you do exam, for example, GCSE or A-level, you can't do that. Recently, my son had a GCSE result. One of his favorite subjects was history. So I said, look at the result. It doesn't look good. You said you like this history. What happened? And he said, oh, Daddy, there were 6 questions. So I answered them quickly, all of them. But actually, I need to answer 3 questions only. So, basically, he didn't spend time properly to each question. So, basically, he didn't get good result. What if he answered only 1 question? Result will be really, really bad. But spiritual knowledge is not like that. You don't need to answer to all the questions. Just answer 1 question and stick to it. Like that. So in this way, Moini Murti also can be one of your knowledge. So then, let us understand why then Moini Murti appeared in that particular form. First reason, when there is pious activities, or when we put effort, there is a result to it. When demigods and demons, actually they churn both the milk ocean. But who's got the nectar? Demigod, they got nectar. Which means we think all our success, result, is depend on our own effort. But here Krishna is saying, no, it depends on me. There are 6 ways of understanding Veda. It's called Sat Darshan. One is through the logic, Nyaya. One is through the yoga, and one is through karma mimamsa, through the karma. So philosophy karma mimamsa is that you don't need to believe in God. Whether God exists or not, if you do good behavior, you get good result. For example, in the morning, if you big smile, you see, good morning, then nobody will spit at you. If you behave nicely, somehow or other, you will get good response and good result. That leads you to success. And they quote Bhagavad Gita also. Nai kalyana krip kaschit dulgatin tatagata. Kalyana krit. Whatever pious activities, whatever auspicious activity you have to perform, if you perform it, nadulgatim kata. You'll never go in vain. You'll never go through the bad result. It never happened like that. So in this way, they quote Bhagavad Gita. But Moini Murti stole the nectar from the demons and gave it to demons. So this establishes ultimately, of course, we have to put our endeavor. Yeah. Soon there will be Damodar month comes. Then we offer the candle. So Mother Yashoda trying to bind Krishna. So there was a 2 fingers short, that rope. Yes, we know all this story. So 1 finger represent, yes, our endeavor, and the 2nd finger represent Krishna's mercy. Yes. So of course, we have to put our endeavor into whatever we want to achieve. But another part of story, another part of coin, is that Krishna's mercy has to be there. Without Krishna's mercy, we can't achieve anything. So, first point is this. Success depends on Krishna. Not just our own endeavor or not just our own kind of intelligence. Second point is that Krishna's mercy. When Lord Shiva realized what he has done, when he ran after Mohini Murti, at that time his wife Parvati was there, his children was there, and then he was mad at Mohini Murti, and it was an embarrassing situation. And then he felt he lost his position of guru also. He has many disciples of demons. So many, how many followers? Saivas. Millions and millions of people are following Lord Shiva. But how he behaved was quite embarrassing. And then Krishna says, no worry. Here, translation. My dear Lord Shambhu, within this material world, but you can surpass my illusory energy. Actually, you have not done anything wrong, he says to him. Why? Why Krishna says in this way? Apparently, Lord Shiva lost even brahmacharya also. Lord Shiva was really, really depressed in our terminology. And he asked, look, see on my chest. And he looked at Krishna's chest, and there was ashes. And look at your chest, and he saw his chest. There was a sandal with a pulp. Actually, you think you embraced Mohini Murti, but actually you embraced me, as in the form of Mahavishnu. So actually, you didn't fall down. Actually, you and me united. It's not you and Mohini Murti. So in this way, Krishna pacified. This is Krishna's mercy. We know in Mahabharata, before what they call Mahabharata war, Bhishma challenged Krishna. I'll make sure we will pick up weapon. Because Krishna said, I'm not going to fight, so I'm not going to pick up any weapons. But situation arises that Krishna has to pick up weapon and then going toward Bhishma. And when Krishna picked up what they call wheel of Arjuna's chariot, someone says that actually it's nothing but the Sudarshan chakra. And then Bhishma was so happy. Oh, okay, I won. You lost. Because Krishna broke his vow. But apparently, Krishna has lost. But our acharyas explains, no, Krishna didn't lose. Why? Krishna said, Konteya purati janihi name bhakta puranashati. I can break my vow, but Arjuna, you declare boldly, purati janihi. You declare boldly on behalf of me. What? Name bhakta puranashati. My devotee will never perish. So, Krishna, by breaking his vow, actually he established that his devotee will be always protected by his mercy. Actually, who won? Actually, Krishna won. In this way, Acharya explains. That's Krishna's mercy. So in this way, the Mohini Murti, Leela, actually establishes how great Krishna's mercy is. And thirdly, as far as my understanding goes, the significance of the appearance of Mohini Murti is that it's one of the verses in Bhagavad Gita, actually this expansion of this verse. Jai Shri Shri Radha Gokunanda ki jai, Sitaram Lakshmana Hanuman ki jai, Shri Shri Gauranitai ki jai. In 6th chapter, Krishna ends. The title of the 6th chapter is Dhyana Yoga. Krishna says, Yoginam api salvesham madgatena andal atmana. And what is next? Yoginam api salvesham madgatena andal atmana. Shraddhavan bhajate yomam. Shraddhavan bhajate yomam. Same yukta tamo mataha. Yes. Thank you, Mataji. So, Lord Shiva, known as Master of Yoga. But ultimately, the final goal of yoga is Yoganam api salvation, madgatena antal atmana. Within your own heart, antal atmana, you have to think, madgatena, you have to meditate on Krishna all the time. This is the supreme goal of yoga. So Lord Shiva, one sense, set a wrong example for us so that in order to make us understand the better of this verse. Although he is master of yoga, he was after the external feature of Krishna. But truly, every day by taking a darshan, every day once we are celebrating Krishna Janmashtami, every day we do so much activities. But fundamental goal should be that external feature has to come to within your own heart. When these activities, external activities, so-called, comes to within your own heart, that is the success of yoga. That's why the summary of Srimad Bhagavatam in 12th canto, there is mention, Tadevam nyam ruchiram navam Tadeva shashvan manaso mahosava. So, once you take this to your own heart, then Tadevam ramnyam, this is very, very attractive. And then ruchiram, taste will develop, navam, your taste will be fresher and fresher. And this taste will not go away. Shasvan, it will be everlasting. And then manaso mahosava. Within your own mind, maha usava. Great festivity will take place. We celebrate recently Janmashtami. Still we are cleaning up. But actually this Janmashtami has to happen within your own heart every single day and day out. Day in, day out, it has to happen. So Krishna, coming as Mohini Murti, and then by including Lord Shiva in his lila, and establishing this fact that ultimately Sradavan Bhadate Yoman Same Yukta Tamo Matava. Shraddha means faith. With faith, if you engage in bhajate, devotional service, then Krishna said, Yukta Tamo. That's the best devotee. That's the best yogi. So, through the Mohini Murti Lila, Krishna established this verse. Yoginam api salvation. Madgatena andal atmana. Shraddhavan bhadate yoman. Same yukta tamo mata. And then another point which I would like to make is that everybody has a different taste. And also, the appearance of Krishna can be established is that Krishna takes any form really. And there is some Indian temple, of course not ISKCON temple, there is some temple, there are the many murtis of man and female associates. And then that murti actually, described or presented outside the temple world. So there are many tourists that go to this temple. They can see so many kind of sexual activity by the sculpture. So the people trying to understand why in olden days they put these sculptures in the temple, not in the temple, but outside the temple. So they're saying that in order to attract the bad spirit outside the temple, so they don't go inside. That's why they put it like that. There are many explanations. But according to Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said, Kamosmi Bharata Sarva. Kamosmi. I'm the Kama. Very interesting statement. We know Kalosmi very well. Yeah, Krishna, time I am. And the Krishna earlier on, what did Krishna said? When Arjuna asked, Sthitati, those who had fixed intelligence, how they walk, how they speak, how they behave. Yeah. And the answer to that, what Krishna says? What is the answer to that? Prajahati yada kaman. Isn't it? Prajahati. You gave up everything, kaman. Whatever kama you give up. So, rather than explain to Arjuna how kind of learning the person walk or behave or speak, actually answers in totally different way. So there one place Krishna says that you can give up all the karma. But here, in 7th chapter, Krishna says, Kamosmi bharasava. Dharma avirotta bhuteshu. Dharma avirotta bhuteshu kamosmi bharasarva. If dharma, your karma is not against your dharma, then actually I'm the karma. So in this way, through the Mohini Murti Lila, we can understand many aspects of Krishna's mercy, Krishna's teaching, and of course, by mercy of Prabhupada, we understand the deeper meaning of their Mohini Murti's appearance. So in this way, we made a little bit attempt to understand Krishna, to understand Krishna's appearance as Mohini Murti. There must be many, many reasons. I consider our effort to understand this lila like, the sparrow, they lost the egg. Ocean, by the wave, they took the egg away. So sparrow trying to dry up this ocean by little bit taking away. But eventually, Krishna, I think Garuda came. Garuda came and they gave help to get the egg back. Like this. So we make a little attempt, but with Krishna help definitely to fill the rest. So in this way, by understanding this lila, we will make one step close to Krishna. Thank you for your kind attention. Is there any comments and corrections and any questions?